Hi, this is Mildred. Today I will share to you one of the hottest topics in linguistics, and that is what we call the code switching. Nowadays, people are able to speak more than one languages, or at least they know the high or low level of their mother language. So, people are considered unsociable if they are unable to speak more than one languages in order for them to communicate with others. So, people who lived in a community where two or more languages are consequently being used in their daily lives tend to switch languages. Social linguistics experts agree in one condition of code switching, that is, the alternation of codes in one conversation of two or more persons who master two or more languages, or at least the variety of the mother language itself. People switch code within a domain or social situation. Well, there is an obvious change in their situation. Like when people moved to a different country with a different language form, they tend to switch from their mother language to the new language in the new country. The same thing happens while a country is a multilingual country, which means there are more than one languages used as a common language in one country. Besides the movement from one country to another, television, radio, and internet motivated people to switch code. Holmes, one of the social linguistics experts, gives some reasons why people tend to switch code between the languages in their society. The first one is the expression of solidarity. The second one is the ethnic identity maker. The third is the changing of the topic. Fourth, to quote someone. Fifth, for effective functions. And the sixth one is to emphasize meaning. The very first reason why people tend to switch code between languages is the expression of solidarity, wherein people sometimes switch code when there is a change in their social situation, like a newcomer, wherein this is easier to switch the code or to explain the code. Even though the switching is just a greeting, it still expresses a solidarity status on it. So, this kind of switch is related to a particular participant or addressee. The second one is for ethnic identity makeup. A speaker may also switch to another language as a sign of group membership or share same ethnicity in solidarity. So even the speaker are not very expert in the second language, he or she may use short phrases and words for this purpose to signal the speaker's ethnic identity and solidarity. Because in the social situation today or nowadays, people tend to feel the closeness while their speaking mates are able to speak with their own language, or they could use the same language as they did, though probably they did not came from the same country as well. The third one is changing of the topic. So a switch may also reflect a change in other dimension, such as the status relation between the people and the formality of their situation. Like in formal situation, usually codes bring along the switch between the doctor to the patient, the administrator to the client, and this is usually expressed in high level of the language, while a friendly neighborhood conversation are generally expressed in low level of the language. So this feature also occurs in friends between the discussions while they are changing the conversation from formal to informal one. And sometimes people switch code because they cannot find the right words in their own language, and so they tend to use English to represent the meaning. This is because the limitation of the vocabularies in their mother language, or because the efficiency of the word's usage. The fourth is to quote someone. The switch concerns only on the words that the speaker claimed is decoded from the other person. This way, the switch serves as a quotation mark. By quoting the quotation marks, the speaker gives the impression, which may or may not be accurate, that these are the exact words that the speaker used. Other reason for switching is to quote a proverb or a well-known saying in another language. The switching is to give impression of how important the proverb or the quotation in the speaker's speech. As a result, the listener will pay more attention on what the speaker said in another language. The fifth one is for affective function. Switching a code can be used to show the feeling of the speaker. The speaker switches code to express his or her emotional feeling, and the listener does not have to understand what the speaker said. Whether the speaker is happy, sad, excited, angry, mocking the listener, and so on. Switching for affective purpose can also give dramatic effect and amusement. The sixth one is to emphasize meaning. Code switching can be used as reiterative or repetitive to stress the meaning which has been said before. So the speaker might tell the listener what he or she meant. However, the listener does not understand what he or she has been said, so the speaker will tend to give the meaning using a different language. So those reasons that Holmes had given are not really limited to the 6 reasons why we tend to switch languages. The phenomenon of code switching concerns a fundamental part of our daily lives, communications, and interaction. As a result, it draws attention and interest from disciplines such as linguistics, sociology, and anthropology. And it also creates a wide range of opinions and researches on the question why people choose a certain linguistic variety over another one. Hi, this is Mildred again. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Bye!